Look at that hammer, dude. Woo!
That's a good one.
That's unbelievable. Today I am back in beautiful Captiva, Florida. We're fishing out of South Seas Island Resort with one of my very favorite guys, Captain Nick Fischer. We're 7 months removed from a terrible storm. Hurricane Ian blew through here 7 months ago. Our good friends at South Seas Island Resort certainly took a beat down, but looking forward to a day of fishing. What do you got in mind?
We're probably gonna stick to the back bay and beaches, see if we can get some snook, maybe some tarpon, maybe go inside and get some redfish trout. There's been some trout on the beaches also. They're spawning out here, so a little bit of everything. Hopefully get the grand salami.
I can't tell you how excited I am just to be down here to fish with you. It's one of my very favorite places on the entire planet. So good to be back here with my boy Nick and doing some fishing. Can't wait to see what the good Lord gives us. You know, when I talked to Nick here over the last couple of days as we were kind of gearing up for this trip, you know, there was big snook on his brain, as there almost always is down here at Captiva in, you know, the summertime. There was possibility of some tarpon. There's been some redfish around. There's been some trout around. I mean, it's such a fishy place inshore, and Nick is so dialed into it because he's on the water every day that you just never know what you're going to get. So, you know, to get him during the summer to have an open day to be able to just take me fishing, I felt pretty fortunate, and I was really excited to see what the day was going to give us. There he is. Come here.
That's a good one. Oh, that's a really good. Oh! Strike one. That was a stud.
Yeah, you think?
Did it chew through it?
Broke it.
Oh,
no,
I just got eaten.
Broke it. Got him. Attaboy. Get him, dog. Oh.
Dude, I don't know.
One of the things that makes a great fishing guide is the ability to kind of move and change gears rather quickly, to almost always have a backup plan or an option, if you will. You know, it never ceases to amaze me. You know, Mother Nature is constantly just throwing curveballs. You know, one day the wind's doing this, the next it's doing this, next day it rains, the salinity changes. You know, in our environment, things are changing all the time. And to watch Nick and him be able to just change gears throughout the day, you know, lose a couple big fish would kind of screw a spot up and we'd have to change gears and go somewhere else. And he would go right to another spot at the right time in the tide to be able to hook those big fish and give you the opportunity to catch them. And you know, in my opinion, that puts him in just an upper echelon of fishing guides, of charter captains, because the ability to do that day in and day out is pretty special. Really had to let him eat it. Come here, pumpkin. Go ahead, get in there.
So you can get a double.
Get in there, Bubba. You know, with the amount of big fish that you have here, it's really good to see these fish here, I think, just because it...
That's the males.
Well, and again, it lends itself to a healthy fishery when you have all these different year classes all mixed in here on the beach.
You need all sizes. I mean, that's why, I mean, we really try to advocate catch and release all snook for us, especially us being guides. Because you want to get them, you need the males, you need the females, you need it all to make it sustainable.
Healthy fishery.
That's right.
I'm with you. You want me to get that for you?
Ah, I got it. Go ahead and get you one.
All right. You say so.
Got another one on?
Yep. So cool, dude.
Ready. Let me grab them for you?
If you're already there.
I am.
Unbaited.
I don't have a bait, so might as well grab.
That's a fun fish to catch on light tackle.
Oh, yeah. These are probably one of my favorite fish species down here.
kind of what you guys are known for. I mean, tarpon and
Snook.
big snook, right?
Yeah. Let's go try some big snook.
All right, I'm ready. You know, I guess I've been fishing here with these guys going on probably 15 years now. And it just never ceases to amaze me how dialed in they are to this fishery. Their ability to know when and where to be on which tide to catch really big snook. And I mean really big snook. I've caught several 40 inchers with Ozzy, Nick's brother. We've caught big snook with Nick before. We've caught permit with both of them, tarpon with both of them. Again, they're just so fishy and so dialed in to this estuary, and it's straight up incredible to watch. I never ever get bored watching these two do what they do for a living.
So Mike, what we're gonna do, we're gonna fish these rocks, try to throw some thread fins up, kind of just free line them back, trying to find where these fish are at and just let that bait naturally go through this area and see if we can
kind
get
of sweep through with the tide?
Yep,
Right.
We got an incoming tide. Just try to let us sweep over these rocks and see if we can get one.
Show me how it's done, Cap.
All right. Not afraid of a good time.
No, you never are.
No, sir. Oh, this is a good one, Mike.
You get thumped? Oh,
I'd say so.
boy. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did, big fella.
Oh. Back to drag off a little bit now.
That one's a good one. Oh man, look at that stud. Is that a big old smile on your face?
That's a good smile.
Took us 5 tries.
Yeah.
You know, that's big snook fishing though.
100%.
Big snook fishing is patience.
Very patient.
Got to be patient. They're really smart fish.
And everything is timing too. You know,
getting the tide right.
Getting the tide right. I think like all fish feed in small intervals.
Dude, that thing's a beast, bro. Come on. Come on.
That's a good one.
Come on, Nick. Dude. I don't want to net that fish either.
No. They're spawning. She'll come out.
I don't want to take that slime off. But look at that. Come on, Cap. Come on, Cap.
Come on, just ease up.
Wow. That's incredible. Incredible. God, look at that thing, dude.
That's a Southwest Florida snook right there, Mike.
That's unbelievable. Woo! Look at that hammer, dude. Woo!
That's a good one.
That's unbelievable. Look at the bucket gap on that thing. I put my whole fist in there.
Oh, yeah.
I got a pretty big mitt. Wow, what a stud. Nick Fischer, you are the man. God. Unbelievable, dude.
Feels good. You know, I don't get to catch them. You know, my clients get to catch them, you know.
Well, and you earned this one.
It feels good. It's been a while.
Very patient. Just a beautiful fish. Got to be what?
37, 38. Yeah, right then.
Got to be. Big snook are challenging. You know, they're big for a reason. They're smart, especially on the west coast of Florida here, in an area like Captiva that gets a fair amount of fishing pressure. They just, you got to really work to get that fish to bite. And then when you get him to bite, getting that fish landed is even tougher. Just, you know, it's an amazing fish to target when you're literally thinking about catching 40-inch fish. You know, a lot of us go to work on snook and think, man, you catch a 30 or a slot fish in there somewhere, you know, that's great. You know, Nick Fischer, he's not wired like that. He wants that fish that's, you know, 35 to 45 inches. It's just how his mind works. And again, it makes for an exciting day, but it can be tough and it can be challenging to your spirit because big snook will hurt your feelings. Woo, Cap.
That's a good one.
Woo, good fish.
Thank you, man. How about you get one now?
I want one of those.
All right,
I want one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little jelly. Woo! Wow. They don't get any better than that. So now we got this high water, kind of changed the game a little bit here. I mean, we got a big flood tide.
Massive.
Yeah, so, and now we're out here in the open kind of fishing these oyster bars, and this is kind of the normal transition from that morning incoming to this big high tide.
Well, when the water's a little lower on the beaches, you can sight see those snook. A lot easier to see them. When that water gets high, they drop off deeper, you can't see them. So we're up here fishing the oyster bars, using those same thread fins that we're using, throwing cut bait on the oyster bar, and just doing a little soaking.
Attaboy. What you got, dog?
Some kind of fish.
I'm gonna get out of your way. I think.
That feels like a redfish.
It's sure acting like a red dog. Taking its time getting here. It's like it doesn't even know it's hooked.
No.
It's just swimming at us. Oh yeah.
That's a redfish.
Nice red dog. Attaboy. Attaboy.
Got a bunch of spots on it.
Pretty fish. I got you. Oh yeah, it does have pretty spot pattern. Pretty spot pattern. Come here. Look at that. Huh? 2 on one side, 4 on the other. Pretty fish. Right in the corner of the yap. You know, one of the things that never ceases to amaze me here is the opportunities. You know, we started the morning out on the beach, you know, there in the pass, messing with these, you know, just giant, you know, world record snook. And then as the day went on, you know, we just kind of moved to the backcountry. The tide was coming in, it got high. There was some oyster bars and some flats that Nick had been catching fish on and seeing fish on over the last week or so. And you know, the opportunity to just slide in the back and start fishing oyster bars and other incredible pieces of water, just, you know, it just never ceases to amaze me about this place. It makes for a really, really special day every single time I'm here.
That's a lemon shark.
Well, it's angry.
Maybe it's a snook.
I can tell you that, it's very angry. Coming out, it's doing 30, all that.
You seem to be doing that. Snook.
It is a nice snook
Nice
too.
snook.
Big snook. Yeah, nice. Fired up.
Nice snook.
Yeah, it is. Come around front, I think.
This way.
Nice fish. That's a really, really great sign of an incredibly healthy fishery. You know, catching snook, redfish, trout, all off the same oyster bars in the same area, all this healthy grass. It's so good to see.
Means they got
So
bait,
beautiful.
they got everything they need.
That's a good fish. That was a fun one there. Acrobatic. And that was on a cut pinfish.
Everything eats cut bait.
Yeah, no doubt.
I catch big trout on it, snook, redfish, tarpon eat cut bait. I mean, everything eats cut bait. Everything's opportunistic. Nice fish, dude.
I love it. That is a good snook. Atta boy.
Nice job, bud.
Incredible. That one was fun. Spunky.
That had me
spunky,
guessing.
spunky fish. This week's
He's sneaky.
He sure is.
Got that.
Got him?
I got him.
Oh boy. Oh, yes you do. Uh-oh. That's acting like a red dog.
Yes, it is.
That, digging that head shake, boy. Oh boy. What a day, man. Absolutely incredible, Nick. Great work, buddy. You know, Captain Nick Fischer, again, just hats off to this guy. You know, big snook, lots of snook, you know, redfish. I mean, the opportunity to just catch it all here, you know, all due to his knowledge of this fishery, this incredible estuary. I can't say enough about it. South Seas Island Resort will be reopened soon for people to come here and visit and enjoy this incredible fishery, and I highly recommend you do it. I know that I'll be back to this fishery many, many more times, hopefully even in the near future. I plan on coming here and enjoying this estuary. Just a great day on the water with Captain Nick Fischer, and I can't say enough good things about my guy. Nice redfish. Wow, that's a good fish there, buddy. That one's
That's a little better.
That falls in the stud category. The other ones are very nice. You, my friend, are a stud. Come here, give me your tail. I got you. Woo! Doggy.
Did you eat that one?
That one's pretty in there. I don't know if I can get it out or not. Don't think so, buddy. Got it.
Perfect.
Much better. Much better. Get that out of there, huh? 2 on one side, 1 on the other. Pretty redfish. That boy. Well done.
Thank you, man. It's always a pleasure, man.
So good to see you, buddy.
Yeah,
always good to be here. I love this fishery. I love fishing with you. Unbelievable.
Thank you, man.
Woo! So in this week's Real Animals Tackle Box, Captain Nick Fischer and I are, you know, we're trying to catch big snook on the beach. You know, you kind of think 30-pound tackle should be good when you're going snook fishing. So we kind of opened the fishing with our 30-pound class, you know, rods. And we realized real quick, especially on the beach there, that 30-pound class stuff wasn't going to work. So we upgraded to the brute force rods from Bull Bay, the 30 to 50-pound class rods, 50-pound braided line, 60 and 80-pound fluorocarbon leader, 7/0 trocar hooks, super sharp. You know, we're fishing with live thread fins on the beach, as big a thread fins as we could get. It was just the tackle that you needed here. We had to step into that tarpon tackle area just to get it done. Those fish were so big, which is a ton of fun for me. When we slid into the backcountry later in the day, we were fishing Real Animals Signature Series like I often do, using the 8 to 17-pound class stuff, some of the 7.6 models, the older models, some of the new ice blue stuff we have in the 7.2, but still 8 to 17 pound, using 10 and 15 pound braided line, inshore, 25 and 30 pound vicious fluorocarbon leader, using 2/0 Nautilus Light circle hooks. We're using chunks of pinfish, chunks of ladyfish, just real simple tackle inshore, other than the fact that we're snook fishing with basically tarpon rods. But that's all the gear you really need to kind of accomplish what we did today. Whenever you're going inshore fishing, if you know you're gonna be fishing the beach, you know you're gonna be fishing in the backcountry, bring yourself a variety of rods, the 30 pound, the 50 pound, the 17 pound stuff. That way you know you've got enough stuff to get the job done and enjoy the day.